Hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It's lovely to see you all again. As always, it wasn't my initial plan to pump out a video tonight, guys. I was initially just going to do a quick video about the alphabet people taking part in women's sports and what's been happening with that over the last few days. But then once I saw this come across my social media feed, I just knew I had to do a video about it and talk to you guys. Now, it's not often I'm rendered speechless. It's not often I'm lost for words. But Keir Starmer has managed to achieve it. Tonight, he has given about a 20-minute press conference regarding the far-right fascist riots that have been happening in London over the last 24 hours or so. And Keir Starmer made his position quite clear, who he stands by and who he actually gives a shit about. He said, and I quote, that he will take whatever steps are necessary to protect the Muslim community. Now, if you take into consideration what's actually been happening to the British population of this country over the last few weeks, we've had murdered children, we've had various stabbings, etc., riots, all that stuff. We've been over this before. So to skip over the concerns of the majority of people in this country and fixate on, let's face it, a minority group, well, at least for now, speaks absolute volumes to the type of person he is. Now, you may call me a bit of an old romantic, maybe old-fashioned, but I see a Prime Minister, especially in a country such as this, as someone who galvanises the British public when it's on the bones of its arse, when it's terrified, when it's scared, when it's lost the confidence of the police force and the government. A Prime Minister is supposed to come out with a rousing speech to instill confidence into people and get them back on board. But Keir Starmer does the direct opposite. If you think of Winston Churchill back in World War II, I know it's a bit of an old cliche, etc., but it needs to be said. Winston Churchill gave that famous speech, "We'll fight him on the beaches, yada yada yada," during the Battle of Britain. The people of London were getting bombed every single night by the Luftwaffe. They were on the bones of their arse, much like we are now. Confidence was lost, depression was setting in, etc. He gave that speech and the people of London rose from the ashes, so to speak. We can take it, cup of tea in one hand, thumb up to the camera with the other. That is what I expect from a Prime Minister. Whereas Keir Starmer, he gave this 20-minute speech. I tried to watch it, guys. I got about, 2 or 3 minutes in, and I found myself drifting into a coma. I was that bored of what he was saying. This man has nothing about him. He has no personality, he has no charisma, nothing. He just has these gaunt, dead eyes looking at the camera and this monotone, pre-programmed automaton NPC voice just splurging all this shite that no one wants to hear, no one needs to hear. He should be there to rouse the troops, so to speak, not bore people to absolute tears. This man will not last a full term in number 10. That much I can pretty much guarantee. Who will we have next if Keir Starmer does indeed step down in a year or two? Angela pissing Rayner. I mean, God, every step we take is just something worse and worse around the next corner. I understand fully that people wanted the Tories out, but there had to be a better way than this. Sacrificing the well-being of an already depleted, let's face it, UK by bringing in a Labour government for 5 fucking years. I mean, God, these people are like the cast of Sesame Street. They are bonkers. There had to be an easier way of getting the Tories out. Fucking hell, vote reform. Everyone's saying, they're just Tories in disguise, yada yada yada. But they have to be better than what we bloody have now. Keir Starmer, at the minute, in comparison, makes, I don't know, Rishi Sunak look like bloody Winston Churchill. We need a leader in this country. We are desperate for some guidance, for some leadership as a people, as a nation, but we are not getting it with this toolmaker's son. He is dreadful. I have no idea on God's green earth why he is number 10. It almost brings me to tears, guys. It really does. Oh, that's enough. I've had enough. I've had enough talking about Keir Starmer. I'll record the video about the alphabet people in women's sports next, but Jesus Christ, guys, things are looking bleak. I have never felt so much. I have never been this. I don't even know what words to say. The future is looking completely bleak. I've never felt this bad about the future during my 40 years living on this tiny little island than I do now. Please do let me know what you think in the comments, guys. This is absolute madness. I cannot wait to see the back of this Labour government. And like I say, we're only 4 fucking weeks in. God help us. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.